Hey guys, Nathan here. Gilly Sniper here. I'm almost here today, and we're bringing you a demolition on the map, Nuketown 2025. Yes, Nuketown 2027 or whatever Nuketown 24/7 is now available for the remainder of the night and until 10 Pacific Standard Time tomorrow. So, anyways, guys, today we're gonna be using the Kawaii Camo Scar H suppressed with the red dot sight with the graffiti tagged icon on it, reticle. And I go 68 and 10 with 2 lodestars, so I please hope you enjoy. Today we're going to be talking about 2 topics, one of them that's kind of really ridiculous and one that's really serious and I really want to hit into. One of them being the bombing that happened in Boston earlier today at 2:50 in the afternoon, pretty much 10-20 minutes before I went out of school. And another one is, yes, Justin Bieber causing controversy. Yeah, you'll hear why I actually want to bring him up. It's really ridiculous. Anyways, so today around 2:50 p.m., or I was in computer ed class at the moment, I was on Facebook. Yeah, knowing me, I'm the dirty little boy. I'd sneak on Facebook in the middle of the school. But I saw some things saying prayer for Boston, and I was like, wait, what? What are you talking about? Nothing's bad happening in Boston. So what I went to do is Google. I googled Boston Marathon Massacre for the first time, like my first search, and nothing popped up. They're talking about temperatures being 80 degrees in Boston and people being put in wheelchairs because of it being so hot. But apparently that was not what happened. A terrorist strike hit Boston. They put bombs at the finish line of the marathon. What happened was the first person crossed the line at 2:50 p.m. I believe it was. I believe 4 hours 19 minutes into the marathon, and what happened was the bomb went off. There's actually on the Boston Globe or whatever, there is a video of a guy that was just bystanding, and all of a sudden it blows up, and he had it recorded. Now, from what I've heard, there's been 12 deaths and 50 casualties, or 50 injuries, major injuries. Of course, they mean major. And I saw a really bad, like really gruesome photos of the streets. Some of them are just filled with blood. It's a terrible scene, guys. I mean, if you have the time, look it up if you know you can handle it. But it's just terrible. Prayers and thoughts go out to Boston and the families of the people that have died, and hell, everybody that was there, though. That everybody got shook up there. I doubt one person went out there without fear. Now, that happened, and the ironic part is the freaking guy, which was Saudi Arabian, who caused it. I believe he's the only person they've caught. Not sure if there's anybody else, but a guy that was Saudi Arabian blew his own leg off. It's really ironic, right? You'd suspect the guy to be completely not harmed at all. The guy blew his leg off, and now he's at hospital. And now what? Any of you guys, I want to give my opinion about this, what I think they should do to the guy. They should not kill him. Now, why? You're asking me this. Why in the world would you not kill the terrorist? Well, you want to make them suffer. You want them to feel pain. You don't want them to take a shot, like 5 seconds of pain, and they be gone. You want them to suffer. I've seen really funny comments that are really, I think, crossing the line here, where they were talking about cutting his body parts off and feeding him to him. I think it's a bit crazy, and I think it's a little too much, I guess you could say. I don't think that's appropriate, and it's definitely unethical, but the thing he did was unethical to us, but I don't think, I'm not the type of person who goes for payback, but my God, jeez, just like, why? Why would you do that? Like, why would you... You're ridiculous if you have to kill a group of people just to please yourself or please your commander, Osama bin Laden's second child, or whatever. Who the hell is excuse my French, but whoever the leader of Al-Qaeda is right now. Like, seriously, why? Why in the world would you do that? That's ridiculous. I just have one thing I really want to say, is that I think politicians and the government need to stop talking about this stuff. Need to stop talking about terrorism. They need to start doing stuff about it. I mean, we have an army, we have a military, we have everything, right? But the thing is, I don't know how this guy from Saudi Arabia got in here. Or he may have been born here. I don't think so, though. If they described him as Saudi Arabian, I'd think he was born in Saudi Arabia. But How? Like, how did he get in this country? And how in the world did he get past the security of that place? He went through, I think it was 3 lines of security and got through with a bomb. How in the world does that happen? I mean, it's not a rhetorical question. It's a serious question. Like, how did people not notice that the guy looked dangerous, which is kind of stereotype, but if they never checked anybody there. Like, I could see why they didn't check anybody there, because it was a real special day to Boston, you know. It was Patriotism Day or something like that. And, you know, they pretty much celebrate themselves for being American and stuff. And they usually do the marathon, which is 26 miles, and people completed it. The first person to complete it was 4 hours, 19 minutes, I believe. Get me wrong, I'm probably wrong on that one, but that's ridiculous. Why in the world would that happen? I mean, why do people have to be lived? We should not have to live in the world threatened by terrorism just because this one group wants to make everybody's life terrible. I mean, really, what are you getting? You're getting promised riches to your family, guys. Any of you guys that don't know what really goes on in Al-Qaeda is pretty much the leaders promise the people that go suicide bombing, what happened in 9/11, you know, all those terrorist attacks that have suicide bombers here. They promise they pretty much say to the guys that are about to suicide, if you do this and kill everybody, we will give your family and all their relatives riches and wealth. And most of the time, they don't do that. But I don't know why in the world you'd kill so much people. Look, we're looking at 2,000 people from 9/11. And here, I'm sure there's far more than 12 people have been killed. That's over 2,000 people within the past, decade or so, right? Just because of the greed of people, or the certain people in Al-Qaeda. But that's just ridiculous. Why would you kill so much people over money? It's just so wrong. From an American point, that is so wrong. But I don't know what kind of views are over there. I guess money is everything over there, and money's everything over here too, but no one's willing to kill so much people for money here, because they'd get caught, first of all, and second of all, it's ridiculously retarded. Anyways, I'm not going to hit on the top. I'm going to stop on the topic because I do start getting serious about it, because I really don't want to keep this going. I want to kind of end this commentary off on a ridiculous topic, which is kind of funny, right? So, you guys know how in Holland, or whatever you call it, Netherlands, the country northeast of Germany, follow the Dutch, you know how the World War II Anne Frank thing has happened there, and you know, they have the Anne Frank Memorial, right? Well, apparently, Mr. Bieber, yes, we have Mr. Swag Bieber, decided to go over there and visit the museum, right? Nothing wrong with that, it's free to everybody, it's, you know, public view. However, when he signed the guest book, he made really something stupid. He's like, oh my god, prayers go out to the family, and if Anne was still alive, she'd probably be a believer, whatever you guys call it. I don't know. But that really kind of set me off, and kind of didn't set me off, but it kind of set me off. Like, I don't know if I would not, honestly, if I was a girl right now, and thank God, I don't know, but if I was honestly a girl right now, I would not feel proud about being a believer. And second of all, why in the world would you relate a girl that has has been in history, she went through so much stuff, and then you end it out on the fact of saying, oh, she would be a believer if she was still alive today? Are you serious? That's ridiculous. That's stupid. Like, oh my god. I don't really hope nothing's done about that, but that's ridiculous. You should have not wrote that. Maybe saying, oh, prayers to the family and stuff is, you know, I liked the tour around the room or the museum. That would have been acceptable, but saying that, oh, she would be a believer if she was alive today, or I think she'd be a believer, that's kind of crossing the line. And I don't know, you guys have your own opinions about that. If you guys want to leave your comments and whatever, go right ahead. I thought I'd like to end a serious topic off with a retarded topic that is like really funny and fun to talk about, which is, you know, the Anne Frank thing with Justin Bieber. Anyways, guys, it's time that I stop mumbling and look at the small that has the freaking Benjamin camo on it. So yeah, guys, this gameplay slash commentary is coming to an end. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys want more serious topics like, you know, the terrorism thing, feel free to contact me, because I actually do enjoy talking and expressing my opinion about things that we do deal with in this world today, such as the swag fags, you know, all these people, and like the terrorism. No one should not have to worry about walking the streets and having to be afraid of something or someone coming up to them or happening and ending their lives. Period. Anyways, it's time that I go and get some rest. Bye, guys.